Hello dears, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Oluchi. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how you can cut a bot illusion straight skirt. You can see the way this is sitting pretty well on the zipper area, and the bot is sitting well, the back tie is sitting well. I'm going to teach you how you're going to be able to achieve that on your skirt. So before then, this is the fabric that we're going to be using. This is for my client, but I just decided, since I wanted to cut it, let me just go ahead and film it as a tutorial for you guys to see. So first of all, before you cut any fabric, first things first, you must check the pattern of your fabric. Okay, like this is an Isiago material. You can't just place this anyhow you want. This is why it is very important to be detailed when you are trying to make a garment. You must first check the pattern of the fabric that you're working with, so that you're going to place everything in a way that the place that should sit up will sit up, the place that is going to face downwards will face downwards. Not like you just place it anyhow and then maybe as this Isiago is, it will not be facing sideways. Do you get? So please, anytime you're making your this thing, take note. So now we've put our fabric on fold, and of course, considering all the factor that I mentioned about checking the pattern of your fabric. So I'm gonna mark out this down part. I usually do not like to use this down part. This is like the tape mouth area of this velvet. Don't mind this velvet, it is not rumple. It is not at all, because I ironed it before I started. This, I think this is just the pattern of the Isiago or something, I don't know. So next I'm going to be marking the hem of my outfit. So the hem I'm working with is 2 inches hem, but please note that this hem is not static. Whatever hem you decide to work with for your skirt is perfectly fine. So this is the hem that I have decided to work with. So I'm going ahead to insert the length of my skirt. Do well to use any skirt of your preference, and do note that this method does not only work on short skirts. You can also use that on your long skirts. You get your long straight skirts. All you need to do is to just follow all the steps that I'm going to be teaching you. So next I'm going to be marking the hip line. So the hip line is 9 inches. I would have marked the knee line, but because my knee and my the length are almost the same, so I chose not to bother, right? So next I'm going to be inserting the waist divided by 4. Waist is 28 divided by 4, that is 7 inches, plus extra 2 inches allowance, like side allowance. Also note that this is not static. Go ahead and use whatever side allowance that pleases you. It could be 1 inch, 1.5, but please let it not be more than 2 inches a peg. So next I'm inserting on the hip. The hip is 44 divided by 4, 11, plus 2 inches allowance, like side allowance. So now that 11 that I have, to get the pencil part of my skirt, I'm going to be minusing 2 from it. So you see I have 11. I'm going to be minusing 2 from it. So that will leave me with 9. And that 9 inches is what I'm going to be inserting on my knee area, okay? And then I'll add my side allowance. I'm going to bring in my ruler at this point, and I'll connect all of these lines together. Okay? So I'm connecting everything together. So I'm trying to make sure that I just shape this out in a way that it looks good. So once I'm done doing that, next thing I'm going to be doing is on the side of my waist, right? On the side, I'm going to be going up by 1/2 inch. Now this 1/2 inch helps your skirt to sit properly around the waist area, and on the center front I'm going to be coming inwards by 1/2 inch. What this one does is that it eliminates every form of bulge that may want to be around your lower abdomen when you're done sewing your skirt. Okay, so once we're done doing that, there's nothing else to do on this than to get our scissors and cut this out. Now guys, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please, what are you waiting for? Go hit the subscribe button, okay? Like my video, share, comment, even tell me topics you want me to handle, and I'm going to go ahead to do just that. You guys, can you see the way I'm cutting this? I'm taking out that 1/2 inch that I went down by on the center front. But that 1/2 inch I went down by, please, on the back, you are going to replace it. Yes. On the back, you're not coming down by anything. You're going to actually replace back that 1/2 inch, because we're going to be using the front to place on our fabric to get the back. So like I was saying, please, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and do that right now. Okay, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, so that YouTube will be pushing out my videos for other subscribers to actually, for other YouTubers, sorry, to actually see my videos, watch it and all, and and it will help me grow. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Now I get to please, 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 please. So I folded another fabric, and I'm putting my front skirt. This is like a freehand method of making a skirt, but it fits. Don't worry, when you're done sewing, you will see. So next, I'm marking 1/2 inch. Now this 1/2 inch is going to serve, you're going to see what it's going to do for me. It's going to serve as my zip allowance, and it's also going to serve as my the bust illusion, the bust illusion that I need. So next thing I'm going to be doing is to just connect. Of course, you guys know we're not using the down part. I don't like that taped part of this fabric. So you see, I'm taking that out. That's why I didn't push it all the way until down, because we're going to cut that out. So next, around the waist area, I'm going to go ahead now, and I'll replace the 1/2 that I took out on the center front. Can you see? So this ruler right now is not really showing, but I kept it straight, which now replaced that 1/2 that I took out for the front. I replaced it on the back. You're not taking out anything on the back. Please take notes, please. So next, from my waist, I'm going to be marking 1 inch below my hip line, and that is going to be my butt sitting. Butt sitting, that's where your bum bum, the fullest part of your bum bum under. Do you understand? So that will be my butt sitting, the fullest part of my bum bum. So I went ahead to, after I was done doing that, next thing I did on the waistline, from this point where I'm pointing, from that center point, I'm just going to come out by 1/2 inch. Okay, from that point, I'm going to come out by 1/2 inch. Then I'm going to connect this to the butt sitting that we had just created. Remember, I said it is going to, your butt sitting is going to be 1 inch below your hip line. So I'm using my straight ruler now to connect it. Afterwards, I had to use my my hand. Like, I took out the ruler, I used my hand to shape it well. Make sure you're shaping this well. Just make sure you're shaping it well, because this is what helps the waistline and the zipper sit flat. Next, I'm marking the length of my slit. So my slit is going to be 18 inches. So, and I'm marking that here. Now, on that same slit, I'm going to do the same thing I did on the waist. From that center point line, I'm coming outwards by 1/2 inch. And once I do that, I'm going to just connect this to the butt sitting. Can you see? So using my straight ruler, I will connect it to the bust sitting. And afterwards, I'll just take this all the way down. So even if you're making a long skirt, it's fine. Just take it all the way down, okay? So this is what it looks like. Next, I'm going to add my dart for the back. I don't add darts in front. So I used to add it at the back only. Can you see? I'm trying to illustrate. I'm going to bring a paper now to illustrate well what I was trying to explain, like what I'm trying to cut, okay? So here is my paper. I'm going to draw something. Please, you guys have to manage my drawing. I'm going to draw something that looks like a woman's butt, like the back of her butt, like a woman's back rather. Yeah, her butt going down to the knee area. So you guys, please pardon my drawing so you can see what it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and explain each point. When I point, I'm going to explain what that is on that cloth. Please, if you try this method I'd really like you to come back to this video and tell me what it is like. This method is a high flyer. This method is good. So that's the navel point there. That's the waist. So now you can see on the waist, you can see on a human waist, you can see that place sinks inside. That's why we have that on that place. You can see it's sinking inwards. That's why we created that there. So it's sinking in. You can see we created room for the butt. Can you see? So we created room for the butt, where the butt will sit. That's why it's called a butt sitting. And then you can see the down. That lower thigh is actually flat. You know, by the beginning, during the beginning of this video, you would have seen where I showed some videos and pictures of the ones my students did. By the way, we're located in Owerri, Imo State. Yeah, so the ones my students did, you can see how it sits really well into their body on the lower thigh. I didn't know what to call this, so I called it a back thigh. So you can see, I hope this diagram was able to explain this, because this is the major reason for this video. Everything else is just the same. Do you understand? So now I'm going ahead on the back to add my data allowance of 1 inch. Like I said, I do not add that to my front. I've not seen the need. So maybe when I see the need, I'll start adding it. But for now, I don't. So once I was on doing that, the next thing is just for me to cut this. I don't think there's anything else left. I'll go ahead, bring in my scissors and cut it. So please pay attention to how I cut this. So guys, all you need to do now after this, because the major reason for this video is for you to be able to create your own butt illusion that helps your skirt, the zipper area of your skirt, sit flat, and on your under back tie sit flat also, and then creating room for your butt. You know, it's called a butt illusion because it gives you, you know, like that illusion, like, because of the way that it is drafted, it enhances your figure and gives it an illusion like, whoa. I'm sorry, I don't know. This person has plenty butt. Do you understand? Yeah. So that's it. Can you see the way that I cut this out? So afterwards, just go ahead and sew this skirt the way that you do your normal skirt. Add your zipper. On the zipper area, of course, you are going to be using 1 inch to add your zip. Yes, close on the back by 1 inch from the waist all the way down. Just follow this curved shape in 1 inch and close all the way until you get to where your slit is. That's the way you're going to sew this. All right, so notch the necessary places, guys. Just sew it the way that you sew normally. On your back, you're going to take your 1 inch for zipper allowance. So when you're sewing your zipper, you're taking 1 inch on that side. Okay, all the way. Even on that butt illusion area, just take 1 inch all the way. It will still give you till even your slit. Take 1 inch when you're closing that path. So this is what it's going to look like. Can you see how the butt sits on this? My goodness, my students made this and it's looking super beautiful. All right, so thank you so much, guys, for watching my video. Please make sure you come back to watch my videos. Please subscribe, like, share. Thank you. I love you. Bye.